It was a place that I called home for almost my whole life, and a school that I graduated from proudly.
In tears, with a broken heart, that's how a Chattanooga woman reacted when she found out the school she graduated from was at the center of a deadly mass shooting. 17 people, mostly students, died in a shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. A woman who attended Stoneman Douglas saw the news from her home here in Chattanooga. James Torres is live with the story tonight. James, what did she tell you tonight?
Yeah, Josh, Christina Black graduated from Stoneman Douglas High School about 15 years ago. And when she moved to Chattanooga, she always thought that maybe she'd move back home after she had kids. Well, tonight she tells me after that deadly shooting, her daughter is all she could think about.
As a parent, sending your kid to school and not knowing if they're going to come home is a fear that no parent, any caregiver, should ever have to feel.
That's how several parents felt on Valentine's Day after police say Nicholas Cruz shot and killed 17 people on Marjorie Stoneman Douglas's campus. That news broke Christina Black's heart.
It's terrifying, it's devastating, and it really hits home with me because I went to school there. I sat in those seats that those kids were in. I've walked those hallways that they were running out of.
Black grew up in Parkland, Florida, and moved to Chattanooga about 2 years after she graduated high school.
There were thoughts of moving back home, and I always thought if I had kids, that's where I would want my kids to go to school.
Black never did move home, but the thought of her child being inside this building during the attack is all she can think about.
If I lived there, my daughter would go to high school there. That's all I can envision is, oh my God, what if that were my kid?
And Black tells me that there is one detail out of this whole news that sticks out to her most, and that is the hero story of Coach Aaron Feist. Go ahead and look at your screen here. This is the man we're talking about. I'm sure you've seen his story as this news is developing. She says that he was still a coach in school when she went to high school about 20 years ago. She says that she didn't have a personal relationship with him, but she did know a lot of people who he taught and he coached, a lot of people who did have those personal relationships. That's why that man and that story sticks out to her beyond the rest. Right now, reporting live in Chattanooga, I'm James Torres, News Channel 9.
James, thank you. Today, administrators announced the school where this happened will be torn down. School officials will work on plans for a new building. Memorial for the people killed will replace where the school is now. According to a report by the Sun-Sentinel in Orlando, Florida, students will not go back to the building for classes.
Here at home, threats of violence at school.